Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. Those who are new to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update on intraday and positional trading strategies. And this video, I'm going to make you a scanner which is helping you to make a scalping kind of trade or a quick profit. Those who are watching for the full-time market, so it will be the best scanner for you. You can use the finding out trade opportunity. Again, if you are new, kindly subscribe. And let's look at this chart of IndusInd Bank. So yesterday, it is total overall market is negative by extra-day, but these stocks were closed positive. And my second stock, which I'm going to show you on the scanner, is about JSW Steel. So let's look at the stock and IndusInd Bank. There is a two options which is available. This was an IndusInd Bank. There is a relation between that IndusInd Bank and JSW. So here you can see there is a opening of yesterday, and initially it went higher and then it started falling down, and finally it went higher and then again it gives you the stop loss whatever. So let me remove that. So what I'm going to try to show you on the Zublian food. Let me for a Zublian food. Let's look at this. The good move. And the second one is the India Cement. India Cement. Look at this. There is a relation. All the stocks. The India Cement. You are focusing it out. And India Cement. This is what's happening. And let's look going to take a trade. How I'm going to quick scalping on India Cement and other stocks. Let's go for ICICI Prudential Life Insurance. What was the relation between these stocks? What you noticed about this is about 5-minute chart, which I'm taking it for study. And how can I do the 5-minute trades? It was a great opportunity to find out those who are become a scalper that would you to make such a good opportunity. So all the stocks what we have seen ICICI Bank. So let's look at this ICICI Bank. The first 3 minutes, first three candles were bullish, right? And what about the stock which we are discussing about previous one, India Cement. Open to India Cement. Let's look at this ICICI Prudential. That the first three bars are positive, and previous one India Cement first three candles were positive. Let's look at this 1, 2, 3, and go for a Zublian food. That is also first three bars are positive 1, 2, 3, right? And and then JSW Steel. Let's look at this 1, 2, 3 are positive, right? And IndusInd Bank, let's look at this where it is IndusInd Bank. This is what a Jubilant food we are going to take IndusInd Bank. That's what I'm going to find out of the stock. The first three candles are consecutively making higher highs. If you are using a first 15 minutes time frame, would be the positive first 15 minutes. But I'm not going to use a first 15 minutes time frame. I'm going to use each 5 minutes time frame for a first three candles. It is keep on higher. Let's look at that in the bank. 1, 2, 3 is a perfect moving higher. And the second one JSW Steel. Let me go for a JSW Steel. 1, 2, 3 are keep on going higher. And Zublian Food. These are the stocks which I've filtered by yesterday. 1, 2, 3 candles are going higher, and India Cements. Then how I'm going to do the trade on this particular stock. India Cement, that is also 1, 2, 3 candles high, right? And ICICI Prudential, then I'm going to ICICI Prudential, that is also makes the consecutive highs. So if any stocks which forms in a consecutive highs, there is a concept which we can easily going to trade on the stock. How I'm going to trade? If you are a fast trader and you need to be track on the market, easily we can make good profit by using this method. So if you are following in the right way, that I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So we see the first three candles are consecutive higher high. Let's look at this consecutive higher high. So, okay. So what I'm going to do? So there are the three candles where it is forming in the first 15 minutes, right? The first 15 minutes, there are three candles which is consecutive bullish that makes a bullish candle on 15 minutes time frame. We are filtering the bullishness on based on 5 minutes. So if I'm using the 5-minute chart, that I will show you something interesting about that candle. And just a second, please. What I'm going to do, what was the condition which I'm going to build it on that charting scanner, how I'm going to build. So the first candle should be the green, second also be the green, third also be. I'm going to find out such a kind of stocks in the first three candles that I'm going to create a scan. Well, I'm going to create a scan, then how I can make a trade, then what should be the probability of winning this trade, that I'm going to discuss you. So how I'm going to take a trade based on this stocks. So whenever I'm going to calculate about the third candle, this one is my candle where I'm going to focus it for. Correct. If the candle breaks the high, I'm going to buy. Maybe a very small risky trade, but you have to act fast. And if this was my stop loss, I'm not going to make the stop loss as the tail low. The third 5 minutes candle, the third, that is the third candle low as my stop. Let's look at this low as my stop. When there is a buy as well as stop loss, if market doesn't break the high, if it does break the low, I'm going to sell directly. Which one is happening at first, that I'm going to do. So I'll show you how many stocks it's going to give you a profit yesterday, and not about buying or selling side. So let's look at this. We are going to take my investment bank first. I'll show you. This is what a first 5 minutes candle, sorry, third 5 minutes candle. The high and low of that candle is somewhere around 1221.75 and 1201.15. So we are taking somewhere around 11.5 or 11.6 rupees, near about 12 rupees risk for the trade. And my stop loss for the trade should be that low of 1210. So let's look at this. Immediately it broke the high. I'm getting entry by next candle itself, and from 1121.8 it went up to 1200, sorry, 1221, and it went up to 1239 within a 10-15. So what we are discussing here, how to make some quick profit by using the scalping scanner. So based on the continuations in the trends. Hope you got it. Simply we got a target, and after that it went, if I'm making it went up to 1250, right? So near about 1250 is the top level where it is moving towards. But what I'm suggesting you, then there is a entry point around 1221.75. But it breaks above, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to keep the stop loss around 1210.15. That is my. If this trade got trigger your target, that was giving you the target today. And the second stock, no problem if the position triggers your target. I'm not worried about any. So because it is a profitable trade. If anything goes on against us wrong, then there should be a opportunity. How to recover if it is any loss. Just go for a JSW steel. What happened here in a JSW steel? I'm expecting buy, right? I'm expecting buy. The first three candles would be a great opportunity. And what should be my entry and exit? If the stop loss is big on third 5 minutes candle, let's go for this around 691.6, and my stop for the trade is 687.5. So there is a big risk, almost 3.5 rupees or 5 rupees is the risk. So let's calculate the lot, how much risk is going to face it out. But while this trade not trigger your buy entry, So triggering your buy entry, the stocks triggers the sale opportunity. At this point of 687, you got a sell trigger, and within a 20 minutes, it fall down to 684 from 687. So 3.5 rupees is generated, right? So that is what the trade. Initially, it got it, and it triggers your stop loss, and again it triggers that 691, and it moves to a 694, some 3 rupees. But if you are taking a trade, it's a big candle, so you can simply avoid. So first trade is a stop, and the second trade is also be stop if you are not booking your target. But the third trade, you are going to from 687, it fallen down to 696, almost nearby 10 points. Each 5 points you are losing also, no problem, you are going to cover, right? So I'm not suggesting you to trade continuously. For one trade, then a quick movement, so you will be getting. That is a scalping kind of trade where we are going to do based on this scanner. And then 𝗂𝐵𝐿. Let's show you how it is worked. 𝗂𝐵𝐿. So here, let's look at this stock, and this was the first 3 minutes, so first third candle. The entry is 637, 634, 3.5 rupees nearby. 3.5 rupees is for a stop loss, and it triggers you the sale entry. Instead of triggering your buy entry, triggers your sale entry, and finally it goes to 615. It's huge. There is no buy opportunity on the stock initially, but after that it was giving you trigger, and it was generating you the huge benefit for a downside. 634, 637.95. Buy opportunity not triggered. Instead of sale, it is triggered, and it coming down to a 650. That was another trade on 𝗂𝐵𝐿. Again, another stock which we have seen, India Cement. Let's look at this also. What happened in India Cement? Let's see. This is what a 15 minutes, third 5 minutes candle on India Cement. So the entry point is 74 to 78, 4 rupees. Once your entry point got triggered on the next 5 minutes candle, and it went up to 283, almost your target got triggered on the stock. Opening itself within a 10 minutes, it triggers your stop loss, and after it triggers your target. After that also, it was generating a sale opportunity around 274, it coming down to 267. The second trade also got your targets. Finally, ICICI Prudential, it was initially it was triggering your stop loss, and then it reversed back, and it was giving you the opportunity. Let's look at that. 574 and 572 initially triggers buy and not moving well, but once it is triggers your stop loss, look at that, there is a reversal opportunity at the level of 572, and finally it fallen down to 556, no problem, but immediately it coming down to 567 from 572, 5 rupees, where we are taken the risk is just about 3 rupees nearby. So initial trade got trigger your stop loss, and the next trade gives you recover your loss. This is what some very important momentum finding, as well as breakout trade or a scalping trade, whatever you. But every day it will not happen. So let's look at that. Every day it will not happen, right? So this is what a scanner. But by yesterday, what happened? So let I'm going to see the Shriram Transport by yesterday. It is not about SRT. Let's see SRT. Yes, you can see that Shriram Transport by yesterday at the 15th September. 3 consecutive candles are going bullish, and then there is a reversal. Maybe it may triggers your entry point around 73.13, 73.3, but was triggering your stop loss. The low 60 to 10 rupees. Leave it, and the reversal rate. Let's look at this 1362, and it coming down to 1312, 50 points down. And IRCTC. So this there is a two logics of where here got entry point around 731, 724. Once your 731 triggers, it went up to 738. From 31 to 38, 6-7 rupees is generated. And Maruti also looks like yesterday. 1 to 3, the entry point should be 9,197. Let's look at this. I know everyone who are asking about the scanner, how to find out the stock, and how I'm going to get it out. That I'm going to create on my next video. I hope you understand the concept here clearly. So 3 consecutive bullish candles which is happening on the first 5 minutes. Sorry, first 15 minutes. That time frame we are using 5 minutes time frame. That stock would be the best stock and the momentum stock. Maybe it continues the momentum or it can reverse from the top. So that is what the key point where we have used on the scanner. Let me check. I'll by next video I'm going to create you how to create the scan. And selling also we can focus for selling opportunity also. And let me selling opportunity that we can use. How we can use, I'll show you some stocks how the selling opportunity will be there based on the scanner. We go to find out any stocks. Yesterday a lot of stocks were forming. Glenmark, I think yesterday it's about yesterday for a selling opportunity. It is about Glenmark. Where it is Glenmark 5-minute chart in this one. Issues with that data consume. I'll create a scan on our next video. Looks little different, but I will make a scan and I will tell you, and by next video I can create a just 5 minutes high low should be the stop loss. Scalping using 5 minutes high and low, that we can use for best option trading, so best futures intraday trading, that may helping you to find out a trade opportunity. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have any questions or a doubt, just comment on the comment box. If you are not subscribed my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more updates. Thank you so much. Thank you.